Well, hello there. Welcome back to Acadian Comics. I'm your host, James Fondren, and this is a landmark episode of Comics Hall. This is Comics Hall episode 30. And, I'm thrilled that we got this far and that I'm continued to keep this hobby going and kind of keep my fingers on the pulse, if you will, of what the industry standard is and how this is going. So, I'm glad you could join this vid and watch this video. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. I'm looking to grow my audience. I'm also a student at Clayton Barton's How to Draw Comics Academy, and I'm trying to hone my drawing skills to develop and to become an artist so I can draw my own book, and one day the dream of crowdfunding, I can make that dream come true and become a reality through hard work and persistence and willpower. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for watching the video, and we'll get right into it. So on the top of my stack here, I have what everyone's been talking about, the big lead up to Absolute Batman from the All-In universe, from DC, Absolute Batman #1. So I actually started reading this comic, and I'm not going to spoil it at all, so don't worry about that. I will probably do a review of Absolute Batman at some point in the near future, and I want to give people an opportunity to read it. I was at Midtown Comics today, and today it was New Comics Day, of course. So today is Wednesday, October 9th. So I was at Midtown Comics, and look, they had a notice that they were going to have a comic signing today with Scott Snyder, but I have other responsibilities, so I couldn't go. That's pretty cool. And then if you look here, with a DC book, you get a free Justice League card, and I got the Superman card, as you can see. So it's got kind of his stats and everything on there. So pretty cool, right? But just looking at the cover here, this is cover A, and right from the beginning, it was pretty cool. A cool little beginning. And look, here's the promo for Absolute Wonder Woman, right? So part 1 of 5, Absolute Batman. So there'd be 5 issues of the Zoo. And some of the art's really good. I think it's good quality art here. They're putting their best foot forward. You got to give credit where credit's due. It's not as bad as everyone said it was going to be. Now, I haven't finished this issue yet, but so far so good. So I picked up this version of the comic. I also picked up the foil cover of the comic. I'm already getting my smudge marks on it. I'll have to wipe that off and bag and board this bad boy, but here's the foil, really nice, of the cover A, virgin foil cover. So that's Absolute Batman #1 from DC's All-In. Here we have Blade. This is Blade #1, 2 red band issues. So if we open this up, and I will do this on camera. Why not, right? Why not? So I thought I was curious to see what Blade would be like following the Blood Hunt campaign, and yeah, it's pretty brutal, right? So Blade's back in Southeast Asia after the events of Blood Hunt. So here's some of the artwork in here, and I forgot to mention, it's October, so it's Halloween. So here's some of the decorations. So I'll be doing some Halloween decorations and lights and stuff for these videos throughout October. So, but that is Blade #1. So this is Falling in Love on the Path to Hell #4. I've been reading this comic, and it's interesting. The art is good. It's an interesting story. So that's issue number 4 of Falling in Love, on the Path to Hell. And there was a Dynamite released issue #1 of Barbarella. So this is a Barbarella comic. There was a nice foil cover, but I passed on it. I just didn't feel like spending extra money on that. I'll get it for Batman, Absolute Batman #1, but I passed on that for this. So this looks pretty good, Looks like some good art in here. Barbarella, right? So there you go. Barbarella issue #1 from Dynamite. And then there's the all-in special. Like I didn't pick this up last week, so I picked it up this week. Yeah, pretty cool. Omega. So Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson are the writers. Wes Craig, the artist. So this is sort of like the preamble and premise for all this, for the absolute characters, you know. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm going to read this, and I guess I'll let you know what my thoughts are on the all-in special, right? Number 1. And this is Johnny Quest, number 3. So I've been collecting Johnny Quest, the new Johnny Quest, and Powerpuff Girls. And yeah, the art is good. You know, it looks like the cartoon and the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon, but it's comic book art. There's some cool comic book things in here. So, you know, Ray Spannon. I don't know. Has he thrown a barrel yet? I don't know. I don't know if Ray Spannon's thrown a barrel yet, but God, Powerpuff Girls. Wow. All right. I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but it keeps going in the middle. It's because the staples are here. The staples are heavy in there. So that's pretty cool. So, all right. That's Johnny Quest number 3. Now this is cool. This is a consumer copy of She, Return of the Warrior from Billy Tucci. Now, they didn't have the Billy Tucci cover. So I got this cover. But it's so cool to see this from Billy Tucci. So I have Billy Tucci's Way of the Warrior number 1 original art edition. It's a big hardbound book. So it's cool to see this after all this time back and see this art. So yeah. Ooh la la. Okay. So there it is. She, Return of the Warrior number 1 from Crusade. Is it Crusade Comics? Crusade Comics, Billy Tucci. Yeah, She, Return of the Warrior. Consumer copy. It was at Midtown Comics. Duck and Cover issue 2. So I got Duck and Cover number 1, and I'm like, okay, you know, they're going for the whole thing, the whole like atomic era thing, and weird things are happening. It's got some Stranger Things vibes to it. So I thought, okay, I'll bite. You know, I'll go along with it. See what that's about. You know. So, Duck and Cover issue number 2. All right, and we have Space Ghost number 6, issue number 6. And I've been liking Space Ghost so far, but I gotta catch up. I gotta read issues 4 and 5. I haven't done that yet. I'm just so backlogged with my comics and my reading. I gotta do it. But if I'm there and I have an opportunity, I don't want to miss the opportunity to pick something up. So, Dr. Zen. Dr. Zen. Issue 5 in December, Dr. Zen. So I'm glad I picked up issue 4, and I've got issue 3 as well, and 2, and 1. So I gotta catch up, you know. I gotta catch up. So look at that. That's a great panel right there. You can just tell the artist really enjoyed drawing Space Ghost and his anatomy and everything. And now I'm kind of looking at it from an artist's perspective. It's a classic open hand. Interesting choice with how they detailed and rendered this out. The color has kind of added this depth on the fist here. But yeah, cool stuff. More Powerpuff Girls. Cool stuff seeing Space Ghost. That's a good panel too. This is interesting. This overhead shot down here. I like that. I don't want to ruin it because it looks cool and I want to read it. So when you see a cover like that, it's like, oh, what's happening with Space Ghost, right? This is Space Ghost number 6. Terminator number 1. This is great. Let's see the Terminator in the forest. It's burning. It's like, yeah, you know, that's exactly what's going on. But Terminator Alaska 2018, before you know what hits the fan, right? Uh-oh. Boom, 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 boom. Got to use the shotgun. Use the shotgun. Use the shotgun. How did we get here? So that's Terminator number 1. So if I like number 1, I'll continue buying it. And last but not least is Geiger. This is Geiger number 7. So the last one kind of left off with like the animals and everything. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. But this is like the last kind of shot here. 25 years from now. They may not be wrong about that. Oh, that's a great 2-page spread right there. Look at that. Awesome. Yeah. Well, this is getting kind of... Hold on a second. Hold on. Ah, yeah, it's a different penciler. Gary Frank didn't do that. They have Paul Peltier. So I noticed it's different. The style, the line weights are thicker. I don't know if the inker's the same consistently, but it's a different style, so it makes the line weights different. I mean, it's cool to see a different artist's take on Geiger, but damn, but it's not Gary Frank drawing it. Different artist. Cool. So I'll read Geiger number 7, different artists there. But that's it. That is episode 30 of Comics Haul. Again, if you've enjoyed this video and you enjoy these videos here on Acadian Comics, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you right here next time at Acadian Comics.